Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Just remember what this dude did to us last time. Partly my fault too. Ball first.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. His line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is hauled in. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Oh my God.
A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only did they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Back off of me.
PAT makes it 7-0.
Unbelievable. All right. Such is life.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Possession ain't gonna win or lose this game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Running out of time. Nowhere to go here.
Oh my gosh.
And this winds up a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing?
What a start for the old Nittany Lions.
Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's escaping the pocket now, extending the play now. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up the 1st down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll give it to the back. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hell yeah.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the
This is
spread,
crazy.
throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great
Crazy
example
start.
of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Now they get set now to try the PAT. The kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Ball that pops up.
Here's the
Pick
kickoff
6.
team now.
Beyond.
Set to boot this one away.
A safety. And converting on 3rd down. Twice.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field.
Why?
The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The second down incompletion sets up third and inches. Can he make it to the marker? He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great their eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Rifles this football to the left. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. The Trojans look to keep this drive moving. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it, got some good yards himself.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Now the try for the two-point conversion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So the two-point conversion gets this back to a one-score game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The gain moves the ball to a 3rd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Give it to the back again. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. This is the 6th play on the drive. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've
Ball
got to come
right
up with
there.
some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Handoff running right. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
On any play call that's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut.
Yeah.
Runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just a masterful execution on that drive.
Rushing already.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Need this bye.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Trojans looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the tackle out there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
He shreds the tackle. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Still going. It's a foot race. Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points there. And the USC offense is back out on the field.
Trying, PZ, trying.
Time to cut into this now 2-possession lead. He's picked for a third time tonight. They take it all the way. Inside the 40. Past the 20.
This is crazy.
Touchdown, Penn State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. What a takeaway.
Maybe he just got my number.
That is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him he can do it with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful
Cut
thing.
this. And that.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has
Same
time
thing that
to
happened
answer
last time
before
against this
halftime.
guy.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped
Honestly,
short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
But here we are.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And now another deep ball here.
Golly.
Wow, that's the fourth tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
And he gets the ball.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Shooting myself in the foot.
Kickoff team on the field
Passing
getting set now.
myself out of this game. It all starts with a stop right here.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to
Now,
spread the
can
field
we
route, try to
please
create space,
get
try
off
to create
the
one-on-one
field?
matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking deep here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route within. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is threatening now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Looking to throw again. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Missed that.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Keeping it on the ground here. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him with the first down.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the track.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, SC. Empty backfield now as they go for two. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead.
All right, defense. Let's get it.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Jukes to get past a man.
He makes it.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And at first down, they go right back to him. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Makes a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Out of the gun now on third down. Takes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Trojans looking to keep this drive moving. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's the spin move. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Trojans line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans. Still plenty of life left.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25.
Back in it, baby.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A quick throw out left.
Daggone it, this should be
Defense
pick
reacts
six.
quickly, a very short gain on the play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. To throw, it's Perkins. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession.
Woo, he catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Somebody up there got a little too fancy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
You jumping.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Look at the following the blocking.
Touchdown, Southern California.
Look at him.
That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
And this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage at a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. He'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Trojans offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, with this quarterback, I'd love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops it just short of that first down marker. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Woo!
Touchdown, USC. Made the defense look slow that time.
Give me that.
Now the all-important extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now.
All right.
It's set to send
Good
this one
drive to go all the way down and score.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
The pick off the RPO is coming.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They'll try the right here. A quick juke to get free. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kurt flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
We need some important yards here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. He hands it to the back. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. From the 27, it'll be a 44-yard field goal attempt for the win. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship. It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Should have known with bags crossed. You would have been throwing nothing but nothing else. Bags crossed. Seamless. Bro. Passing.